Hello everyone, welcome back today. Okay, today we're going to be talking about going through a doorway, okay? So basically this is a door, okay? That's a wall and that's a wall, and basically we need to enter the room and we want to do so in a safe manner. So a couple of things that we're going to be talking about is slicing the pie, okay? Slicing the pie is basically we're going to be taking small steps, starting from here. Small steps, okay, so that we can fully view the room before we enter it, okay? So we want to see as much of the room as we possibly can before we decide to go into the room, okay? The other thing that we're going to talk about is when we finally do decide to go through the doorway, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to take the rifle from this position, we're going to bring it in close, okay, and the reason is so that the gun can't be grappled out of our hands if we happen to run into somebody on the other side of the room. So we're going to pull it in tight, go through the doorway as quickly as possible, okay, and then basically move left, go left or right, and basically then, go to full extension and then scan the room, okay? We need to go through as quickly as possible because basically if anybody's going to be shooting in our direction, they're going to be basically aiming at the doorway, okay? The other reason why we want to go through as quickly as possible is because there might be other people coming in behind us, in which case we'd have a plan. I go right, the guy behind me goes left, okay? So there needs to be some type of a plan as to what we're going to do once we cross that doorway. But when we actually are going through the doorway, we want to go through as quickly as possible. We don't want to hesitate in the doorway itself, okay? And the other thing that we're gonna discuss is that depending on which side we're approaching the room from, okay, if I'm approaching from the right side, I want the gun on my right side. If I'm approaching from my left side, I probably want the gun on my left side because that's going to expose less of me, okay? So let's go through that now. Okay. The other thing is I don't want to be here, okay, because somebody can grab the gun who's behind the door, okay? I want to be a little further back. I want to start back here. The other thing is that if anybody, if anybody realizes that we're on this side of the door, what they're going to do is they're going to start shooting into this area right here. So we want to be far enough back from the door that we don't get shot, all right? So let's start this exercise. So we're going to start from here, okay? Okay, and we're going to look a little bit at a time. Okay. So now when I decide to go through the room, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the rifle in tight, go through the room as possible. Okay. All right. So that's how we're going to go through the door. Now, if I start on this side, okay, if I start on this side, what I want to do is I'm going to put the rifle on my left side, okay, and I'm going to start from here when I close the door. Same thing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing from this side over here. Oh, sorry, this side. Okay. So that's how we go through a doorway. Now I'm going to go through the same thing with the pistol. Okay. Let's assume I only have a pistol. I'm going to draw the pistol out. Same idea. when I enter the doorway, I'm going to bring the gun in so that the gun can't be grabbed. Come in. Okay. The same idea applies if I'm on this side over here, right? If I'm on this side of the wall, if I start here and go the other, I'm going to put the gun in my left side, okay? And I'm using my left eye. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it from this side so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's the idea of how you go through a doorway. We've talked about using the right hand versus left hand, and basically you're lining up with the gun with your right eye or your left eye. And I've demonstrated this before. Okay. If I am on this side over here, okay, you can see less of me like this. Okay. If I go to this side, you see more of me. But if I put the gun on my left side, now you see a little bit less of me. Okay. So there's some ideas for you guys to think about. There's never just one way to do things. There's usually multiple ways to do things, and what it really comes down to is what you practice and what you get good with. And if you're working with other people, you all have to kind of be on the same page, and each person needs to know what the other person is doing so that you can all work together. I'll talk to you guys next time.